Tomorrow starts April and I'm feeling very motivated for spring crochet projects. Right now I'm working on a crochet t-shirt and I finished the back panel last night. This is what the front panel looks like so far. This yarn comes from an unraveled sweater that I thrifted, and I started making this last vlog I posted if you want to check it out if you wish. It has this pretty little checker detailing on the bottom, and I'm going to add that around the sleeves too. And this is the back panel, but for the front panel I'm making it a little bit wider, so I'm going to take in a little bit for the sleeves and have that part kind of wrap around a little bit, not too much, but just like a little bit to add some width this way. It's going to have a little bit of a V-neck, but I'm not going to decrease for the V. I'm just going to stop and like split because I want it to kind of fold over a little bit, and then I'm going to put 2 buttons there. I'm excited to keep working on that. I have a shirt that I want to adjust that I thrifted last week, and I just want to adjust it to make it my size. And then also this week I'm going to get started on my friend Lily's birthday present. I'm seeing her in a few weeks and I'm starting her first present this week. It's gonna be a headband, and so that means I can't post this until I give her the present. Yeah, I'm visiting my sister this weekend and she goes to like a beautiful college. I have a city campus, and so it's not much of a campus, but hopefully I will get to spend some time outside and bring my crocheting with me and crochet on the train down there. But yeah, I'm excited to do some spring crocheting this week and maybe finish the front panel of this. I finished a sweater last week that I will probably be wearing again this week because I'm on that new project adrenaline kick. So yeah, I'll probably be showing off that this week also. So I thrifted this t-shirt. I love the stripes, I like the color a lot, I like the neckline, but it's just not fitted well on me. I like things to be loose, but not like this weird, it's like a weird middle ground between like loose and tight. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what all the girls do on TikTok, where they take in this part of the shirt. So I'm going to measure this against a tank top I like and pin it, of course, inside out, and then get to sewing and see what I want to do from there. Trying to be careful not to stab myself right now, but here it is all pinned, and I've run into a couple roadblocks where if I put my arms down, this kind of fold over thing happens. I'm gonna play with it a little bit, but most of the body I'm like satisfied with. Yeah, I like it. So I was kind of going like this. So I think instead I'm kind of more gonna go like that. That all the stitches divided nice and evenly by 3, and yeah, so I'm getting a good start on the front panel, and I'll keep you updated as that grows. It shouldn't be too interesting because it's just, once checkers are done, a row of double crochet, a row of single crochet, etc, etc. But it does create this cool look, like where all the lines in the crochet are facing the same way, so it kind of looks like, I think, very professional looking, because all of the lines are on this side, and then on this side are all of like the bumps. And also in my last video I made this sweater, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I definitely love like this section here, these colors, but yeah, I've been wearing it nonstop and it's very, very comfortable. And yeah, if you want to see the process on how I made this with no pattern, yeah, go watch that. it's Monday. I just visited my sister this weekend, and so I got to work on my t-shirt a little bit on the train. So she's coming along. I've been pondering the collar because I'm not using a pattern because I'm stupid, and I don't really know what I want to do with it because I kind of have like an idea of how it should look, and I'm just having a hard time going about it. With this collar, you can see it's kind of like jagged even though I did the ribbing, because I would just like go to here and turn instead of going all the way here. So I'm just thinking about how to make, I'm going to stop like about here so there can be a little bit of like a foldy over bit, but I want the rest of it to be somewhat roundish. And I don't know if I want to do ribbing on this because I don't know if it would fit the style of it, and I'm thinking about how to make a round collar without doing ribbing, without it looking super jaggedy and disgusting. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. I was planning on making this vlog only a week long and like end it once I get home from my sister's, but I've filmed like one thing last week where I pinned up that shirt and like that's it. So I'm gonna try and truck along on this for a little bit. I'm excited for down the line, as once I get a little bit better at like editing and filming, to make videos down the line that are like styling my crochet pieces and stuff like that. Or like I see a lot of people do like their knitting podcasts. I'm just like obsessed with those. Like that's what I watch. Like when I'm watching a video, a lot of the times it's like a knitting podcast and a knitter showing like their whips right now, and I just feel like I need to get to a certain point with getting proficient in filming and editing to make something like that pleasing to watch. But yeah, this is how far I am. Hopefully I can finish the front panel. My goal is to finish the front panel of this by Friday, and then see what happens from there. Working on the t-shirt, and I had all these ideas for the collar, and I'm just like so regretting not using a pattern because I feel like it's coming out too small. I have no idea why I made that back panel so small, but I think I'm just gonna do like a classic like circle neck with ribbing. I'm regretting not using a pattern, but I feel like because of the simplicity of the shape and that I'm working in panels, if I need to like add some more here, I could do something fun, because if I'm doing ribbing here, maybe I could do like ribbing there to put it somewhere else. But yeah, I'm regretting not using a pattern, and I just need to keep trucking along with this until I get to a point where I start forming the collar, and then once I'm able to try it on, then I could adjust from there. But yeah, I had this idea to do a collar that kind of split here and like folded, and there was buttons, and I also feel like it suits the color better. I feel like this color and just the simplicity of the stitch, I feel like a simple collar will be very nice and elegant and classy with some like dark wash jeans. I wanted to show right now I'm starting to do increases on the front panel for the sleeves. I mentioned earlier how I made the back panel too small, so I'm making the front panel a little bit bigger, and right now I'm increasing so it can meet and be the same size as the back panel, so that the sleeves like can match up here. Not the sleeves, but like the shoulders can match up here. I'm just decreasing 2 stitches at the end of each row because I don't want it to be too gradual. I just kind of want it to be like droop, if that makes any sense. I filmed last like 2 days ago, but so much has happened. I've been having so much crochet anxiety. I like can't put this project down, and I'm like so majorly regretting not using a pattern because I'm just getting so anxious. And like when I'm not working on it, I'm just thinking about how's this gonna turn out, how's this gonna turn out, because I've spent like so long on it. But I'm now having some crochet hope. So last we checked in, I was making the decreases for the sleeves, and I've taken videos throughout, but this is where we are now with the front panel is hopefully done. I'm gonna add like probably some ribbing for the collar or something, but this is like the 4th time I've changed my idea for the collar, but I decided to go for like a subtle V-neck. Like, I want to be able to wear a necklace. Yeah, like here is the front right now. Done. And then I have like 2 more rows left on this back piece. And this is where I'm gonna stop once I like sew these together for this video, but this is the back doing like a little thing here. So yeah, I did like 2 sets of decreases here, and I'm just every row for the decreases for the arms and for the V-neck and for the back of the neck, every row I just decrease 2 stitches. The first 2 stitches I turn, so it doesn't like, so this part still looks straight, but this part is going in because I'm gonna add a ribbing or border of some kind around there so it's not like messy and it looks neat and finished, because it's not like, definitely not like ladder steps or anything, but it's like not smooth. Relieved to be done with the front, have like 2 more rows to go on this one, and then I feel like once I get these sewn together and hopefully it fits well, then I can actually like sit down and do something else. Of course, it hasn't been taking time away from like my homework and stuff, but I still like, over a week ago I pinned that blue shirt. I have not touched it since. It's just been like sitting in my drawer pinned, and I'll like go to grab a shirt and like stab myself. So hopefully now that I can get the body portion of this t-shirt finished up, I can go on to sewing that, and then by next week, in the very beginning of the video mentioned I need making this project for my best friend's birthday. I need to finish it by next Saturday is when I'll be seeing her, and I'm very excited because we haven't seen each other in a few months. So I need to finish that. And so yeah, I'm just going to be very relieved once I have these sewn together. I'm gonna finish this up and then sew it together, and I'm very excited. It's like midnight and I should be going to sleep, but I'm working on the shirt. I sewed where all the pins were and took them out so I could try things on and off as I go. I just did like a loose running stitch, so I'm gonna take it out later, but I found that where I originally placed my stitches, which is like right here, if you can see that, was way too loose, and so I moved it up to about here, and I'm finding I like this fit a lot better. I only did it on this side so far, and I usually don't like tight sleeves, but because they're so short I still have like freedom in my arm. So yeah, I'm taking things in quite a bit now and just doing like a very simple like running stitch down so I can adjust as I go, and then actually like go in with how I'm going to sew it. I don't own a sewing machine here at school, so I'm just gonna hand sew, and I'm probably just gonna do like a tight running stitch and like probably do that twice. But also I've never been really taught how to sew, and I've just kind of made it all up, so that might be totally incorrect, and probably don't take my advice when it comes to sewing, because as you can see I'm just winging it. I'm probably gonna put this down for the night and look at it again tomorrow, but I'm pretty happy with where it's going. At the end of this video I'm gonna do like a projects roundup for the past couple weeks. But yeah, here's this shirt, and hopefully next time you see it it'll be done, and hopefully that will be tomorrow. I thought I'd do a little bit of a roundup of the projects I completed this week. It's been way more than a week, this video. And so here I have the first one. It's not completed, but the body portion is completed. So basically the bulk of it is, and it actually fits pretty well considering I did not use a pattern. And I really regret not using a pattern just because of the mental stress, even though I have a feeling it's going to turn out really good, and hopefully I will complete it within the next couple weeks. But yeah, I feel like I really like the way it looks from the side. Like, I feel like it has a nice drape, and I think it'll just get better with blocking. And I love the way the checkers looks. It's just like a nice fun little detail. From the front, I feel like it does like a fold thing here, like a fold in. I don't know if that, maybe that's how all clothes look on me, but I just don't notice it. And one thing I'm most proud of is the size of the armholes. I feel like are like the perfect armhole size that I wanted. And I like didn't even think about armhole size because I was so preoccupied with everything else, and I lucked out with this one. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, still wearing this, but I wanted to show the headband that I made. Just like, I finished it up this morning, and it's the headband for my friend's birthday that I'm going to embroider on in another video. I'm going to be doing a video about embroidering on my crochet. But yeah, here's the headband. It fits really well. It's a very simple ribbed headband, and the nice thing about a headband is that if it stretches out, you can just undo the seam and take out a couple rows and it'll fit again. But yeah, it fits nice. Headbands are a fun like gift thing. I made another one of my good friends a granny square headband with like tiny little granny squares and then like tie in the back, and that was so cute. So it's one of my go-to crochet gifts because they work up quick and there's a lot of different ways you can customize them. Here is my thrift flip done, and it fits really well. It's very comfortable. I love the material. It's very thick, so it's like a little bit like compressing. It's like nice. And I was worried that the arms were going to be too tight because I don't like tight arms, but actually like they're cute. They're good. I like it like this. It's just something like I'll wear. Right now I'm wearing it with this stand-up skirt, and I think they look cute together. I don't know why I procrastinated it so much this week, but once I just started sewing the sides, and even with like where I originally placed the pins was not where I wound up doing it. I wound up taking it in a lot. I wound up taking it in quite a bit. This is my original stitch, if you can see it here, where the pins were, and then of course like add another centimeter for like seam allowance. But even with that change, this took like an hour to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Ellies.watercolors. I'm really satisfied with what I did these past couple weeks, even though school has been super crazy, and hopefully that red shirt will turn out really nice. And I'm really excited to get to the sleeves, and I have a couple ideas of how to spice up the collar a little bit. But thanks for watching. Bye.